Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. Don't forget that due to power outages we might not be able to release episodes every day. Thank you for your understanding. My name is Artem and here is the news. 864 days less the Russian invasion of Ukraine. In his evening video address on the eve of the Ukrainian Navy Day on 7th of July, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky said that Kyiv is working on a new strategy at sea, the Ukrainian maritime strategy. Currently, it has been finalized and after that will be approved by the National Security and Defense Council. Quote, "We understand clearly that the war has altered the power dynamics across our entire Black Sea region and that the Russian fleet will never dominate these waters again. We are securing our interests, taking into account Ukraine's new technological capabilities and our new relations with partners," unquote, said Zelensky. According to him, from now on, Ukraine will always stand as a nation capable of defending its own maritime interests, transportation arteries, and the interests of its allies and partners. Marine Le Pen, the de facto leader of the French far-right National Rally Party, has promised that if her party comes to power after the second round of parliamentary elections, she will not allow Ukraine to use French long-range weapons to strike Russia, reports Espresso TV. Le Pen said that in addition to the deployment of French troops, which French President Emmanuel Macron did not rule out, Kyiv's permission to use French long-range missiles in Russia would also be cancelled. She noted that the only red line with regard to Ukraine is to prevent France from becoming a fighting side in the war through Ukraine's use of French-supplied missiles against targets in Russia. Le Pen stressed that even if the current President Emmanuel Macron would want to send troops to Ukraine but the Prime Minister will be against it, this won't happen. In turn, Jordan Bardella, the leader of the National Rally, said that if his political force come to power, he would not allow Russia to consume Ukraine. Bardella also stated that he was ready to confront Russia if he became prime minister after the early parliamentary elections. The results of the latest two polls in France predict that the right-wing populist National Rally will not win an absolute majority in the French National Assembly. The right-wing populist National Rally and its allies won more than 33% of the vote in the first round of early parliamentary elections in France on 30th of June. We would really appreciate if you could rate us and leave a glowing review in the app where you're listening to this podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and others. This really helps more people to find out about the highlights from Ukraine and truth about Russia's invasion. Ukraine received several Mistral short-range anti-aircraft missile systems and missiles from Estonia, reports Militarny. Hanno Pevkur, Minister of Defense of Estonia, said in early June that Estonia would give Mistral missile systems to Ukraine. Now he informed that they have been delivered. Mistral is an advanced surface-to-air missile system for intercepting helicopters and aircraft. It was developed in France and is available as a man-portable air defense system or for use on launch platforms for vehicles, ships and helicopters. The Mistral system has a range of up to 6 kilometers and is designed to protect ground targets from relatively low-flying aircraft and helicopters. Thank you for listening to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast. We're a commercial initiative of just two people and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.